Oh my gosh. So, okay, I just got my period, and it's been a living nightmare since the beginning of the day till now. I can't believe it's 10 p.m. But I'm gonna try to. First, I want to say hi. So, salam, peace, and try to do this video without complaining. But I have a lot of inner complaints that like need to be let out in order for me to relax. But I'm gonna try to do this. Obviously, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I went to the dentist and this tooth situation is ongoing. So I'm gonna try to speak slowly, otherwise, all day, that's how I've been talking, as if the cotton ball is still in my mouth. To make this less awkward and embarrassing, it's really hot. Just 1 second. I took off my sweater. Okay, so there we go. Another reason why I feel like this is the scenario. Okay, I wore these shoes today. My toes have blisters. It did not grow into them. So blisters like a ballerina. And then all the pH water finished, and literally there's no pH water or any of this. And we just finished eating my famous rice. For anyone who's interested or who would like to order, DM me. You know who I am. If you don't, you'll find a way to find me. So message me, use your social media. This food is delicious. So that's one thing. Um, my hobby is growing into a something. So yeah, we are cooking up something. Literally, I have been cooking up something, like literally, with my rice cooker and my ceramic pot. The kitchen was upside down. I mean, this looks good. Don't ask what's happened to this table. The table is traumatized. So I will clean this up tomorrow. But this is the situation right now. Like, literally right now. This is the situation. I just don't I can't focus. I can't find my gynecologist medication. It's once again I've misplaced something in this house. I mean, if it looks like this right now, why wouldn't it not be like you know what I mean? Like why? Why would it not be? At one point I had so much anxiety. I was like just sit in the London, Ontario purse. Literally just sit in the London, Ontario purse. So I've got to figure out how to organize this place without disrupting my OCD problem that I have. And this is my life right now. Is what this is the day of my life right now. I can't find my naproxen. I can't focus. I got my period, and it has started as of 9 a.m. today. And this is the situation. That place looks okay, but this is like traumatic. This is traumatic. This is Einstein. Buzz off. You know what I mean? Buzz off. Sticking my tongue out. Leave me alone. Mind your own business. You're just jealous of my intelligence. And that made no sense. And this is why I need to drink this pH water. But somehow we ended up with this one because the pH water was finished. So I don't know, like if I need to tell you guys the stuff I drink or I don't drink, because somehow Shoppers Drug Mart or somebody finds out and everybody goes and buys this pH water, and I ended up with some random Gatorade, which I don't know if it's the same thing, but it says pH. I just like this one. So I might take the water and put it in there. That's how paranoid I am. That's my tea from this morning. I didn't drink all of it. I'm dehydrated as F, trying to drink water. And I don't know what this was, but I'm looking for my 7 Up, and my 7 Up is missing in action. I need to watch a movie to chill out and smoke weed, but I have no cannabis. And no, I still have not got the oil because I am stupid. And yes, so like I'm traumatized right now, trying to figure out what to clean first. And the only thing I can think of is sit down before I fall down. So I am sitting down and trying to figure out how to do this shopping haul for you guys. And Eric says hi. Hi, Eric. How are you? How are you, Eric? And anyone else? It says 5 people are in the room. As long as Cobra King is not here, life is peachy. So, welcome, Eric, Onayo. How are you doing? So, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my mini shopping haul today. Again, I did have some watermelon sherbet. I thought it was called sorbet, but it's called sherbet. It was delicious. And I was extremely angry today, so there was no selfies or pictures or me sticking my finger out, but all of that happened in my imagination. I just was so vexed with all the right reason, but it, it's just sometimes you can't be an angel, you know what I mean? So I was not an angel for sure, and there's no selfies or videos or anything like that that is interesting that I'll post later or would have posted later. But yeah, so anyways, going into the shopping haul, as you guys know, Shoppers Drug Mart now has a mini grocery store, and life is so much easy because now I don't have to walk all the way to Loblaws, theirs, for necessities such as garlic, which is a staple for every home. um, they have garlic. So I ran out of garlic. I had a little bit left in the teacup, but it's always good to have, you know, garlic in your house. So they have some of the best items. I don't know what farm they get it from, but it's always fresh and good. Knock on wood, knock on wood. And then my cilantro was finished, and of course this one of the secret recipes is the cilantro and 100 other stuff. So I got a bouquet of cilantro, the one you guys have in Pico de Gallo for the quesadillas and stuff. And then earlier in the day when I was out, I had an appointment at the tutor, free tutoring, but that didn't exactly go as I planned. So I'm trying to be optimistic and positive about it, and hopefully things turn around. But so far, that ruined my day today, and I'm not happy. So I'm hoping it's all my fault and everything will be fixed. And yeah, so as I went to Shoppers to cool off and get stuff that I need as a woman, because the other day I was cleaning my face right after the shower, which I used my cleanser. So you would think I'm clean, right? But even so, I used I forgot to buy the cotton. Damn it. So I took the cotton and the makeup remover, and I wiped my face, and my face was still dirty with makeup. So that's another thing that's very strange. So I mean, if my face was like that, do I need some kind of a makeup body wash to cleanse and wipe my body with cotton wipes? Because how much like dirt is on our body in pores? It's kind of like the blackheads on our nose. So I was traumatized because I was in the shower for a good hour and a half, um, and my muscles were sore, so I was in there for a while, and I was just scrubbing away as if there was no like tomorrow or something, and scrubbing and scrubbing, and I'm like, is this the last time like I'm taking a shower? Like, can we like in and out, in and out? So I like scrubbed my face, washed my face, totally, and I still had makeup on my skin after the face wash. So I don't know. This said super serum body wash, and it's rose gold, so obsessed. And it's Olay. So I said, you know what? I'm getting this. I need to shower. When I shower tonight, I'm using that. And then finally, I got this brush from Shoppers Drug Mart. It's their like Lisa Wader brush. Um, it's was a little bit pricey, but if you see it and you put it on your face and use it, it's like a Huda Beauty experience. So finally, I got this. And well, these are my glasses. I didn't have my purse, so I forgot to take my purse. I just threw them in there. And finally, I got Thyroid Smart because my throat, like my thyroid, it's a little bit hard even now, but in the morning, it was a whole other situation. And oh, I have to fill this out. For anybody who doesn't know, other than the points that you get from Shoppers, which is amazing, they also have this survey that you can call, and you give this certificate number, and you do like a customer feedback on how your day was at Shoppers Drug Mart. And if whatever your raffle receipt gets picked, you get $1,000 points or in gift card from Shoppers Drug Mart. So this is the third one that I have, which I still haven't done. It's on the table. So it's another one I'm just gonna call. I'm not even gonna do it online. And what else? What's this? This is another receipt. What is this one for? There's two. Oh, okay, so here we go. And this is another one. So these are mine, so you guys can have the certificate number. And this was my gum. I had to put it somewhere. It wasn't fitting in my purse, but Hubba Bubba gum is amazing. And I bought my deodorant finished, and this is the best deodorant, one of, but they don't have the routine organic vegan one, where you have to use like a brush to put it under your pits. So I've been using Schmidt's. I love roses, so I wish I could have flowers all over the house, but unfortunately, they cost moolah and cheese and cheddar. So I only buy necessities, things that I need. And yeah, so that was the mini shopping haul today. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. And then there's more. Okay. And then as for the groceries, you guys know that recently I've been shopping at Highland Farms, my childhood, teenager, early adolescent favorite grocery store that nobody would want to go because it was expensive, which is an equivalent of Whole Food, Fortino's, Longo's, Foodland, Loblaws, quality. You know what I mean? Like good stuff. You find like Highland Farm, I can't even compare. Even it's better than Fortino's. I'm sorry. So they're very diverse. They have snacks and pastries and cakes and weird fruits and vegetables. And their aisles are gigantic. So if you have like anxiety or claustrophobic or any kind of well-being health problem, then that is the place for you to go because you get lots of space for yourself to shop and grocery shop without having a panic attack, which is what I had pretty much all day. I mean, I wish there was a camera on me, but unfortunately, I'm not Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you guys, if anybody knows, I lived at Treetop before. Now I live in Emerald Gates, and this is eucalyptus leaves that I had in my shower before it got blocked. And so I couldn't take showers anymore. I had to take baths. But I had this in the walk-in shower on top of the shower. So it's to help you with relaxation. Like it smells like eucalyptus. So I will be putting this on top of my shower holder. So when I take showers, the smell of this will be all over the washroom in there, and it's gonna help me relax. It's kind of like medication, you know what I mean? But not in a bottle. Like that's my mini pharmacy. You guys know I have a mini pharmacy and supplement. So thank gosh right now I'm only on two. There's my medication organizer that I don't use, but it's right there. And anyways, but this is like a, you can say collaboration, you know, like holistic remedies, Chinese medicine remedy types, native people remedy types, Indian people remedy types. So I will be putting this in the shower, and yeah, so so you guys know I'm not lying. It's called Eucalyptus Bundle. I bought this from the health food store, nature store, and it's totally worth it. And I would like ignore the number 10 and just focus on the actual product itself and nothing else. And there you go. So if anybody takes showers and it's traumatic like me, with like concerts and concertos and meetings and conversations happening when it's supposed to be a sacred shower moment, then you might want to start with getting one of these, um, or get a taser and just taser yourself when those things are happening and then see how it feels. No, that's not funny because there's water in there, so I might get electrocuted. So that is not a good idea. But yeah, so I would go with the peaceful, logical, intellectual, compassionate, spiritual, boha yoga meditation, the yoga chick over there, and put this in the washroom and take showers, with this around so it can protect, and cleanse and purify our mind while we're in there detoxing. I wish I could eat this. That would be even better, but unfortunately, I don't think you can eat eucalyptus leaves or petals. Looks like petals, but whatever. So this is another thing I got from the vegan nature, like healthy planet type of. It's a healthy planet type of store with like organic products. What else? I got some tea. My Earl Grey tea is finished. And so I got some tea. It's called Nettle Leaf. I like this brand. As you can see, it also says traditional medicine. And it's got like, I don't know, it's caffeine free, which is good. It's got 16 teas in here. And it's, what is it good for? Daily herbal. What is it good for? I don't know. I can't remember right now, but I know I got this for a reason. So definitely try that. I thought this was castor oil. This is iodine. Iodine vegetable drops, kelp and seaweed. I do not remember what this was for and why I got it, but apparently it is good for me. And anyone else who doesn't know, now you know. And this is the best toothpaste, out of, many I've used, but right now I'm using this and Crest and Colgate. But if anybody wants to have like the real dental experience, or you haven't been to a dentist for 500 years, this is the toothpaste you want to go for. And I didn't even realize that I bought these soaps. My stomach is hurting. But they also have like these type of organic soaps. So I also got these. And I didn't know you got those soaps, by the way. Eh? No, what are they? Are they made out of soy?
Made out of just
Oil?
natural ingredients.
Natural ingredients. So this one is more worse organic than me. He likes all organic things, but I just wish they made it more affordable, so we could just. I mean, I could buy the whole place. So, anyways, so and another thing is I'm supposed to be having smoothies every day for my anxiety to improve. And the discussion is always like, am I really eating a real strawberry, banana, orange, apple? Is it, how real is it? Does it say organic? Is organic? I don't know, man. Until I have my own farm in the backyard here, I really don't trust anyone or anything. So I saw this. I got the strawberry one when I saw all these packets. There were so many flavors because everybody has a different preference. And it's like, I'm sure this is not everybody's cup of tea, but the girl I know there, they know me because I always buy stuff from there. And I was like, I like the strawberry one because it's so sweet. And I asked her which one is the best one, and she said vanilla is really popular. So I ended up not getting the strawberry, and I ended up getting this one. And it pretty much it's all in one shake. So I don't need to use any fruits or vegetables. I literally just need to add this to my beverage. She said milk. So, and then I just have a smoothie. So I don't know what to say, but it's got 21 grams of protein for my constipation situations where I have to be on high alert with my laxatives. Sencot is the brand I use. I don't know about the rest of you, but it's a staple, and you all need to have it in your house. Or Metamucil. Metamucil is also good. That's actually the best. You just add it to water and drink it. And sometimes it turns into jello. So if you forget to drink it, it goes all the way in the bottom. And then when you drink it, it's like you're having jello. So it's like really fun experience. Fruits and veggies, it's got 20 fruits and veggies in here, zero sugar, which is good because I always seem to have diabetes symptoms. And if you guys know, everyone in my dad's family has diabetes, including my second sister who has to get insulin every month now. So I don't know how that happened, but it might be because she eats a lot. And that's because of her other medication, because it makes her want to eat. And then it's also from her other medication because in order to take the medication, you have to eat the food. You got to eat the food with the medication. You can't have the medication without the food. So it's like an evil collaboration, unfortunately. But unfortunately, she's placed herself in that situation. That's not my problem. So, yeah. And this is also vegan, non-GMO. I forgot what that meant. Gluten-free for all you gluten-free people, and dairy-free. Now I get bloated all the time because I don't know, it's because I eat late or I have inconsistent days where I don't have a routine, where dinner is at 5 or snacks are before 8, and by the time it's night, I'm just like pop 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 bloated. So dairy free, it's important. I mean, I only drink lactose milk 99% of the time, but unfortunately I still get bloated somehow, and I don't know if it has to do with like eating rice or delicious food, but I did incorporate like beet julienne salad and achar. And when I made my jasmine rice, I put quinoa. I put mixed quinoa in there. So I'm like, it's not just rice, there's quinoa in there. And in the future, I'm aiming to just replace rice with just quinoa because for me, I can care less for the rest of y'all and how you eat. Because, I mean, giving advice, nobody will listen. But I'm going to do quinoa. I'm going to have quinoa and I'm going to try to eat quinoa instead of rice to see how it can help me. Similar to oat milk. Like, even when I go to Starbucks, I was asking them for oat milk, oat milk. I used to drink coconut milk, but for some reason, like it's not really, my body's just like no coconut milk. So it's like either oat milk or lactose free milk. You know what I mean? Everything else is under observation for my whatever doctor, whatever you wanna PH doctor penthouse. I don't know. So I'm really excited about this. She really made my day when I found this, and then this one. I'm so. I'm not sure because I still feel like if all that shit came off my face, even after taking an hour and a half shower under hot water, um, then definitely somebody needs to like take huge cotton wipes and makeup body remover and do that to the body because I want to see what else comes off. And half these people nowadays in the world um, put makeup on their body. They put like shimmer and like bronzer and like makeup on their neck, on their skin, on their body, on their legs to have like this skin tone evenness. So I'm just throwing the secret out there that I literally washed my face for 2 hours. Um, I was just under the water washing myself, and still there was makeup and blush and bronzer and foundation and lipstick, even on my lips. So I mean, I don't want to be like an aggressive washer, but I was pretty washy in there. Like I was scrubbing. So that's another thing I'm like wondering, like, yo, being under the water for 2 hours and still there's stuff on my skin that I had to use makeup remover cream and cotton, cotton wipes, and still, I don't know if I have it still in the washroom. But if I do, like next time I'll show you guys. Remind me, please, because I forget. And yeah, so that's the situation. And I forgot to buy my. This wasn't at Shoppers Drug Mart. It's only at Zayre's, and we didn't make it to Zayre's because we were just like, I was so vexed that I can't explain to you how vexed I was. So, yeah, so I really need like literally 500 million boxes of these because they are delicious and they start the morning right. You know what I mean? So I need to get that. And my cigarette box is finished. So I can't really do a review on that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the mini goodie shopping haul for today. And hopefully you guys go out there and buy it and it helps you a lot because that is the whole point of me doing these things, first of all. And then second of all, it's just fun. And then third of all, hopefully one day people send me free stuff and I can advertise it and don't have to buy every single thing because I literally have $2 in my account. But yeah, so if you are stuck in my situation where you're trying to figure out how to eat organic and how to have a like real smoothie, there is your to go to protein shake, everything in it already, easy breezy. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to follow these instructions. Oh my gosh, they've got pictures. We've got golden flaxseed in here. Oh my gosh, there's coconut. We're gonna just hide that. Pomegranate, yellow pea protein. I guess that would be lentil, but protein. And then spinach, which is so important as a woman because our iron is always up and down. I don't care what the doctor says when they say you need a specific amount of iron in your blood. If it's more or less, it can be harmful. Well, I feel like our iron is probably less instead of more. So I take iron supplements, not the pills because those make you constipated. But the syrup, there's the German one. If you guys remember back in the day, I showed you the bottle. I think it's called Floridix. or Floordex. Right now, I have the one I used to use from Brampton, Falifer. And you can also get that from the pharmacy. You just ask them and you buy it. So, I mean, if they allow people to purchase it, then you do not require a doctor's note. So go out there and get your iron, but just use a teaspoon. Don't go drinking the whole bottle like a psychopath. Please don't do that. But based on how fatigued you feel, take like use a teaspoon is all I'm trying to say. Use a baby spoon if you have to. Just as long as you take it every day, a little bit based on how much fatigue you have. Um, what else? So that's pretty much it. And yeah, so I hate wasting tea, but every time I make tea, not every time, but um, this is what happens. Like I'll make tea and I don't know, because of my nervous bladder sometimes, I don't end up drinking it. This morning I didn't drink it because I knew I was going out for my 2 p.m. appointment, which turned out to be creepy because it was at 2 p.m. I don't know what to say. I wish it was at 1 p.m. Originally, it was at 10:30 a.m. But it was a traumatizing appointment that did not go my way, and I'm going to be optimistic and positive vibes and positive aura and HP sauce, that it's going to go my way. H&M store reference, heavy duty. And that I'm going to have a tutor at least once a week, to help me with my reading, writing, and comprehension and cognitive thinking, because I know how to read. Obviously, I just read, right now. But if you were to ask me to read, this entire thing in one shot, I'm sorry, but I can't. I just can't do it because I'm too stressed out. I don't know what it is. I just can't. Literally, it's like not gonna happen. And I've had days where I was able to, but those days were days where I didn't have this type of stressino, where it's like I can't find my naproxen, I can't find my gynecologist's uh, period medication, my makeup, yogurt is still here. The yogurt doesn't want to go in the fridge. I'm still talking to food. That's a whole other situation that I need to talk to my counselor. And I'm trying to use my skateboard, but apparently these guys need it more than I do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like otherwise, that's my dad's blazer, surf and turf. He gave that to me to always stay warm. And for some reason, I'm traumatized from this towel, so I just left it on there for nobody to use. It's his towel, but he's not allowed to use it. And these shoes gave me blisters today, but I literally used it all day to get around downtown Alliston. I was trying to look professional for my interview at Free Tutors. And yeah, so I need more skateboards, is what I'm trying to say. And this is why we were trying to buy all the skateboards, but we ended up buying only this one, which is like black on top and then red and black on the bottom. You know what I mean? But there's so many funky, creative, artistic ones. You don't want to just have one skateboard. It's kind of like my lip liner. I have like literally 100 lip liners, 200 lip liners. I don't know how many. I've got like 30, 40, 50 lipsticks. I've got like 7, 8, 12 perfumes, but I always wear Chloe. Chloe right now is my favorite perfume. It's like a roll-on. Um, that one is not Chloe, but it's like a roll-on. So it's really, really easy. You can put it here. You can put it on this wrist. You put it like behind your ear. You can put it in your neck. Anywhere where there's a scent that you don't like. It literally takes away the smell. So right now, Chloe is my favorite perfume. CHLOE. I've been wanting this perfume since 2016. I don't even know if it came out then, but literally, if it didn't, I would have wanted this perfume. So if I'm off with the numbers and years, my apologies in advance to the fashion and Vogue and perfume industry. I am high as F on my sleeping medication. And yeah, so for those who don't know about Highland Farms is the most amazing grocery store on the planet. And I'm hoping to go grocery shopping there, as well as these two other stores who sell groceries, but they're more like Middle Eastern and Arab and like Lebanese fine foods type of places like Pusateri's. And I don't have my everything bagels and then some other stuff that they had that I got. And we are out of Greek sweets. So it's a traumatic experience, right? It's a traumatic experience. It's traumatic. And finally, we got Krispy Kreme donuts thanks to Idris, Anna Marie's wonderful, amazing brother from another family members that are only well wishers only. Um, he bought us Krispy Kreme. It came out of his mouth out of nowhere. And I've been trying to get Krispy Kreme for the past 500 years. And finally, last night after the his mom's birthday dinner at Eastside Mario's, which was amazing, I was able to actually eat. The only thing was we forgot to order dessert. We only ordered the confetti one for your mom, but technically everybody deserved dessert. Do you notice that? Something about you guys forgot. So now you guys owe her two cakes. So next year, either each of you need to bring a cake, because I mean, it's one thing that the restaurant gives you the whole happy birthday song and cake for free, but you're still supposed to bring a custom made cake, you know? So it's nobody's fault. We all have anxiety. Something's like obviously fishy. So I'm not blaming anyone, but I mean, if I wasn't in this traumatic situation, I would have been the first to get a La Rocca cake, because La Rocca has so many options. Or Elite brand, they have good cake. And so that was a bit traumatizing that she didn't cut a cake. Your mom's very humble. She doesn't really say, I want this, why didn't you do this? She was just excited that George was sitting beside her. She was like, my son, my kids. She was so happy, yeah, that the fact that she was around you guys and that you guys are like all big people now and you were so tiny. You were like little tiny, like tiny bugs, like so tiny. And now like everyone's like 6 foot tall, So, and the wifeys were there and the grandchildren, like I think for her, because she's from like she's a golden goose. So it's like for her, she didn't even notice like, where's the birthday gifts? Where's the cards that we had? I'm guessing she opened that at home, right? Because we didn't do that. You're supposed to do it live on camera in front of everyone, just to show it off, Yeah, I know. But you gotta have cake. I, we flopped on that. So next year it's gotta be like two cakes.
Yeah.
Because you guys missed this year.
One big cake.
Well, you can do that too. Loblaws that makes custom bakes. Custom bakes. Loblaws makes custom bakes. Wow, I don't know how to speak English. I had speech problem all day, which ruined my interview to get a tutor. So thou shalt get revenge on thou who did that to me. So anyway, so we got a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts, and then some of them were eaten along the way while the Afghan music Kata Ghani was blasting, and some of them they have disappeared. I don't know who. It was not me. I'm on a calorie count Okay, it might have been me, but I really can't lie. I did eat, I think, two of the pink glazed um, donuts this morning, along with what else did I eat? The donut,
The pink one.
and I had four squares of pizza. Um, you know the pizza party box. So I ordered that the other day. So there was some left, and I had like two vegetarian slices and two cheese. And then I had two of these kind of donuts, the original glaze with the pink icing. So, and then, yeah, and then I took these from them and they had some. So, pretty much we ordered a dozen. They got six and we got six, and everybody was a happy camper. Another thing that I did is I finally used my popcorn machine. If anybody knows, when I lived at Brampton at 15 Iron Shield, um, I had this popcorn machine in my living room by the window, which was the best living room ever. That home was designed to make people happy and keep people happy. So that's one thing. So shout out to the architect and home designer. They're probably Italian, but I don't wanna stereotype, but yeah, thank you for the good memories during that time for that beautiful house design. Especially when you come from like a cubicle or an office, or I worked at Morno Chappelle in the record room. So it's like there was no windows. So when I got home, it's like I almost craved to sit by a window and like pull the blinds or curtains and just look outside, because it was like a locked in security kind of type of building, so not people many people could come in because of the confidential pension files. So yeah, so finally it's been like months. I finally made popcorn, and there's some over there for the Christmas tree, and I had literally that whole container is what I had. So it was a bit of an emotional eating, but that's okay because like I deserved it for the traumatic day that I had. And so yeah, so that's going on, and why I don't have my other necklaces on, because it was too much to have on, and then they were getting knot in each other and like tied, and I thought they might break. So I took them off and I put it there. And it was cold in here, so the fireplace is on again. And another good thing that I got, we went to Service Ontario because we're going to be getting a brand new Honda. And I was going to choose the red color, but, and then it was like the Blue Lagoon. I think your sister said Blue Lagoon. She said go with the Blue Lagoon. And then I was like everything black almost every minute of the time. I was like, black everything, everything black. I'm wearing black right now. You know what I mean? I'm wearing black. I've got my black sweater, black headphones. My purse is black inside. My long robe is black. It's just like this purse that I had bought from Ardene's is black. Like, black, it's just, it gets dirty, but then it's hard to tell, so you can get away with it. You know what I mean? My glasses are black from Shoppers, 9.99. My stove is black. The microwave is black. My fanny pack is black. It's just black. Everything is black. You know what I mean? The only thing that's missing is paint, but I always say, like, I don't like to do dark paintings on the wall because it makes the room smaller or makes the room seem smaller. So, like, soft, gentle colors. I would color this place pink, like a nice, soft Fiona, or uh, like a soft pink, like Kylie. Literally, I wear this blush every day, so I would literally want the paint color to be that. Maybe Johnny can do that because Johnny, his nephew, is in the painting and landscaping and construction business, I think, and he does painting. That's his profession. And I don't know, I might get him to paint this whole basement this color. I don't know, we'll see. Right now, obviously every home or condo or apartment seems to be either beige or white or this color or a dark gray color. So gray seems to be the color for like everywhere. And I don't know. So always do the colors that your heart tells you. Just take your brain with you, people. And yeah, so this is the shopping haul for today. It might seem a little bit hysterical or like not in chronological order or kind of all over the place, but you know what? It was a spontaneous shopping haul video. And no, you guys can't see me because I have no idea why. So there you go. That is the shopping haul. Also, tomatoes are a staple. You gotta have these tomatoes. They have these. They have these, the ones in the bag. Those are my favorite, but they're called grapevine tomatoes. So they look like this, and they're the best tomatoes ever. So tomatoes, cilantro, potato, achar, quinoa from Bulk Barn. This yogurt is amazing. Krispy Kreme should be like in every house. This HP sauce tastes so good if you do barbecue. For all of you who have the constipation struggle that surprises you when you don't or least expect it, the Metamucil is key. For those who work and get stuck in traffic and need coffee, really, apparently, those who drink coffee get old fast, is what I heard from the doctor on Instagram and the Chinese man. So, really, you guys should be drinking all types of water bottles or boiled water if you can't afford water bottles, and just like get a water bottle and put water in it and a slice of lemon, a slice of orange, a slice of grapefruit, and mint. And if you take AG1, like Dr. Oz's daughter, Daphne, then put some AG1 in there and anything else that would go in the water that you would like for flavoring. And yeah, so this is just some of the stuff. Potatoes is a staple. I mean, if you don't eat potatoes, I don't really understand who you are. And spinach, candy. I don't know if anybody has a favorite candy, but mine is Withers, that bag over there. So I usually nibble on that as slowly as possible to keep the caramel lasting in my mouth. And then, sorry, can you just help me with that? ACDC, the Frito chips and the hickory chips.
Oh,
So you guys know I love potato chips. So this is like one of them. This is my sister's favorite, Frito barbecue, and this is my favorite now. And this one is hickory sticks. These are addictive. These are so addictive. They're julienne chips. So that's another thing that if you don't have in your house, you have no future. And then there's the baby food. I mean, you don't need to be a baby. You do not need to be a baby to have baby food. You do not. So if you see these guys at Shoppers Drug Mart, grab them all, because for those days where there's no food or you don't have time to eat something, literally put this in your mouth and it keeps you full for a good hour. If anybody looks at you funny and thinks like you're not a kid or you don't have a kid, or why are you buying that, like just literally stick your finger at them or take their picture and send it to the police, and just say it's harassment. Yeah, like people should be able to buy whatever they want without having to be told like it's for kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was at Eastside Mario's and that waiter is my favorite waiter, but the kids menu paper got to me and I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Let me order something from the kids menu because their portion meals are gigantic And I have thyroid, so I'm not supposed to be eating big portion meals, even if it's delicious. So yes, I ordered the rose ravioli with extra jumbo shrimp, but still, it's supposed to be like small portion. You know what I mean? Like hors d'oeuvres, appetizers. Even their appetizers are generous. They are not stingy. So knock on wood, but like literally somehow God landed the kids menu in front of me. So I looked at him and I was like, I think I might have the Alfredo bow tie pasta kids menu, like kids portion. And he was like, unfortunately, I cannot give you food from the kids menu because you're not a kid. And I just didn't really understand that because I mean, how do you know I'm not a kid? I mean, I could be a kid. You're just seeing a flown, a flow. Wow, I do not speak English properly. Now I need to be enrolled in ESL. You know what I mean? English as a second language. So he was like, it is a rule, so it's a kids menu, so it's for kids. So I was traumatized because I'm like, as long as I show you the dollar sign, you should be able to give me whatever I want from the restaurant. I do not need to morph into a child's body to get food from the kids menu. You know what I mean? As long as it's paid for, keep your mouth shut, waiter, and give me the food. So that didn't happen, unfortunately. So I ended up with the delicacy, delicious, delightful ravioli. Um, and I do have some in the fridge because I was not able to finish it. So I have thyroid, I have acid reflux, I have GERD. Unfortunately, it's like a come and go type of visitor. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. After eating that pasta with the ricotta cheese and the cream and the rosé sauce, obviously the next day I was having like heartburn in my throat, in my chest, all over the place. I don't places I can't even mention. You know what I mean? So it would have been a good idea to get something from the kids menu, a small portion. This way I could actually eat it all at the restaurant. I don't have to bring any back. And it would, it's my choice. Like, I'm an adult. I want something from the kids menu. If you want me to lie to you and say, oh, it is for a kid, the next time I will be a bad mama jama and I will lie to you and then go ahead and eat the pasta in front of you as you walk by. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Sometimes you got to break the rules. You know what I mean? You just got to break the rules. You cannot be, you cannot be, you know, one of those. You know what I mean? But I totally understand the professionalism because he gives the type of aura to be like that. He's a rainbow, you know what I mean? He swings the other way. Or no, I thought he had a daughter. Anyways, the point is, I thought he was gay, but he has a daughter, so maybe he just talks like that. I don't know. So it was hard for me to get mad at him because I was like, he's gay. I'm kind of a big fan of gay people right now, especially if it's men. Because I hated them before. No offense. But after watching Schitt's Creek and some other situations here and there, um, they've grown on me, and I've got the most compassion for some reason. You can even call it discrimination or like whatever. I probably choose a gay person to have coffee with than a regular guy. No offense. No offense. No offense. Totally zoned out. Why would anybody listen to my conversation? Anyways, I'm not Oprah, right? I mean, I'm not Oprah. You know, I'm not Ricky Lake, right? I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm not Kim Kardashian, right? But if I was Kim Kardashian, right? Let me just show you an example. Hey, stud muffin. Look at Kim Kardashian. Look. What's your expression?
Damn.
Okay, there you go. And what about my conversation right now? What's your expression like? Is it a damn Kim Kardashian, or like you have to think about it? Okay, if you have to think about it, she wins. She wins, all right?
She doesn't win.
She win.
No.
Yeah, she wins because you were like, damn, when you saw her, like, what is that, strapless dress and gorgeous tits sticking out. But when I said, how was my vlog and blog and like mini conversation, you had to think about it. All
I
right?
think about, I know about it.
Now you're just lying.
But I was
Now you're
like,
just lying to me.
no, okay.
You know, when you go to sleep today, I'm gonna poke your eyes with a needle. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So sleep with your eyes open.
See, I like this.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm just joking. Sorry about that. Um, just bipolar for a moment. Sometimes I snap and zap into people that I don't even know who they are. But once again, the only person I'd probably be a lesbian with, ew, I would not. Another bipolar moment. But she would make an amazing best friend, sister, mother. I don't know, like when I'll meet her when she's gonna be a grandma. But as a person, seeing her from Skankinator to like this sophisticated, strong leadership. There's a word for it. Somebody who like knows how to wear. What is it like? What is it? Her. I don't want to say her crown properly. Like it's like on her head, but it's not on her head. You know what I mean? It's like on her head, but it's like not on her head. I don't know if that makes any sense, people. Does that make any sense? So, regardless, another woman that I'm obsessed with now that I've become a woman, I think. I think I was a woman, but I'm not quite sure if I was fully a woman. But I'm thankful for whatever I was then and what I am now, because it only helps me to understand and appreciate and be thankful for the overall package that would be like gift wrapped and made, just like a puzzle is like a like scattered puzzle pieces, and once you put it together, then you can see what the puzzle is. That's what my days are like, you know. They're very uncertain, like today, you know, and then they're certainized once the interview or appointment is done, and I'm like, how did I know this was going to happen? Like it's like I knew this was going to happen. This is why I'm angry. It's not like I'm actually angry at anyone. It's like I knew this was going to happen, and that's why I'm so angry. So what can I do? What is a solution we can find for that, you know? So one is obviously this, because when I'm angry, my thyroid is like double swollen, which is not good, because then like, you know, it apparently it's not good. So that's one answer. And eating like junk food is another reason a person can feel like that the next day, because your sugar is up and down, and like your hormones and body, and not to mention I'm a woman, so the period cycle has begun. So all beware for 6 or 7 days. I don't know how it's numbered 7. I don't really consider it to be something lucky, but for anyone that's trying to fool me that it's something lucky, I would really like to object to that. Object. I object. I oppose. I am not a defender of the period. You know, it's disgusting. Um, so yeah, that's about it. And for those who like this video, thank you very much for liking and commenting. And there's a car vrooming outside, but I don't really know what that means, because I'm an intellectual and I need to have it in writing. Like you need, like my hand needs to take the pen and I have to write, and that's how I communicate with my imaginary friends. Okay? So or we can always do the audio tape again. We can save paper and trees. But then again, there's the recycling. So we can also write it on paper. So don't traumatize me with noises, people, whether it's footsteps or like car noises or the guy who mows his lawn somewhere within this area or the people like who honk one but not two, but sometimes they honk two but not one. Just come to my face and be like, hey, you know, preferably it's something nice, it's not something traumatic. Preferably it's something nice, like, hey, I've got like 6 dogs. You want one? Here you go. You know what I mean? Or like, hey, your food is delicious. Can you put a banner on your porch so people can actually start ordering? You know? Like, that was something I was supposed to do today, right? Oh, shoot. Okay. Do we have money to do the banner? Or we have to wait till Friday?
Right.
We have to, of course. It's a flight delay. You try to delay my life, I will flight delay, train delay, life delay, pregnancy delay, namaz delay, a temple delay, I don't know, appointment delay, tutor appointment delay. I'm savage. I also have learned, and I'm a bit slow, all right, but I can be savage. So, yeah, so apparently now we cannot have the banner, which we were supposed to get today, instead of, I don't know, this $58 airbrush. You know what I mean? Or this, like, I don't know how much this was, but, or that, or any of this stupid thing. Um, I don't, this shake is probably okay, but, in the water, but like, I mean, $58 for a fucking like airbrush. I mean, we already have so many airbrushes. Like, we could have got half a banner to put on the porch. Of course, that's not me talking, that's my inner bipolar. Obviously I've been diagnosed with being bipolar. But hey, that's not what Einstein thinks. Einstein thinks the person who diagnosed me is a moron. And if I have been diagnosed with being bipolar, then that is fantastic. That's one way to get away with anything and everything. So now we've got to go and rewrite the chapter and say, is this like regular bipolar, small, medium, large? Is this like intermediate, advanced? You know what I mean? Like the APGA program at Northview. I think it was APGA, like athletes program, APGA, athletes program, association, something. So literally it was like a program for students who were gifted as an athlete. So they were like students, but they also attended the APGA program because they were gifted in some kind of a sport since childhood, whether if it was extracurricular or they lived in Jane and Finch and just played basketball 12 hours a day just to not go home and hear their parents' ruckus. You know what I mean? For those who live in the Jane and Finch area, if you know, then you know. Don't try to front, because I used to shop at Price Chopper. So I've heard it all right? Bomba clot. That's one word. And I did not even know what bomba clot meant until somebody told me. I thought it meant hello. So I was walking around all the time as a teenager, just literally saying bomba clot until Quincy and Stacy Ann was like, do you know what you're saying, girlfriend? And I was like, bomba clot. And she's like, oh my God, this white girl doesn't know what she's saying. She doesn't know. She's going to get killed right now. Like, somebody please talk to her. So for those of you who talk out loud, in like speak your language, can you at least let me know what the hell you're teaching, indirectly? Even if you're using it in your phone conversations, there's children walking by like me who are idiot and who learn the word and spread the love thinking that it means hello or some kind of an endearment. It does not. It's kind of like a profanity word almost. But because, when you're a fob, what are you supposed to do? Everything sounds beautiful, everything is beautiful until somebody tells you the truth and you just stop saying it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so pretty much that's the situation. And like I'm gonna try to clean, but like I'm literally like on the carpet. This somebody get a new carpet. Like anybody got a brand new carpet for free? What happened to the free yard sale? Somebody was doing a free yard sale in Treetop. Who does anybody want to do a free yard sale and start giving out stuff that they are hoarding that is brand new and still has the price tag on it? All right. If you're doing a free yard sale, please put your signs, preferably by the BMO location, so we all know, instead of in particular streets, because your signs fall down because of the wind, and I never find out. And I also don't know how to go to the address location unless I have a car, or depending on the timing. So, is it possible to like do a yard sale festival in the downtown Alliston area? Like everybody get a boot, or somebody organizes all the booths for free, and then everybody brings their yard sale. And for those who want to give it for free, thank you very much. For those who want to charge a couple of cents and pennies and chump change, $2, $3 here and there, because really yard sales are not supposed to be more than like $20. That's the whole point of a yard sale. I mean, I've been to an estate sale, those big mansions behind Yorkdale. Yeah, we know you guys are hiding behind the jungle, so, and the fences are high, the walls were high, so it's like we had to drive into the neighborhood to get to the estate sale, which is not outside, it's actually inside the house. So you could get like this chair that I got from Service Ontario. They were having an auction for a charity and they were raising money. So I thought, you know what, it's good to give charity. I mean, I have charity on my Instagram that nobody really donates because they're selfish and evil. And that's okay. One day people will change. You know what I mean? One day people will be unstuck. One day people will stop traveling the world and selfishly spending money on themselves instead of donating to my GoFundMe account, which I'll be posting soon. And going back on the chair, this chair signifies many things. It's a professional like chair that important people like would sit on. People that are like in the parliament. I can't see it, but people who are like in office, people who are leaders. It's like a very sophisticated, mature, delegating to people, uh, leadership type of chair. So they were having like an auction and raising funds, and I think something like that. So the chair was there, and the chair is now here by my makeup table. And so I do like furniture, from Ashley Furniture to like the Italian stores to like Fernie. If anybody knows Fernie at Vaughan Mills, in the Vaughan area, and anything antique and like classy, like Venetian, um, like that chair. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why we're hiding the chair, but like that chair. You know what I mean? Like yeah. So I do like furniture. I have these furniture which I don't know why. Really, none of these furniture pieces should be here. They're from the past, including this. This is supposed to be outside where it was in the first place on the porch, but I needed a table, a coffee table, and then it ended up to be like a storage table. And then at this current moment, I don't even know what it is. So today was kind of like a unique day, and when I got home, when I left home, it was a little bit like this, and when I got home, it became double. So double like this. So I don't know what to say. My cardigan's just like off. I don't know why the towel is there. I'm losing my voice. Did you get any hauls? I'll take that as a no. And yeah, so this is what's going on, and it's touching to be almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:39, you guys, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I might take a shower now with my new Olay, and brush my teeth with my Dr. Brenner and wear my deodorant, even if I'm going to bed. I want to smell fresh, and definitely I have to take one of these because my thyroid has just been on a whole other level, and I have succumbed to going back to this. And I'd like to have a cup of tea, Earl Grey with sugar, but you want me to drink water. Is there not any tea? Did I not get tea? Yeah. Can I get 2 tea bags of this and like a big cup? You know what I'm talking about? Which one was the one that I used to drink in? No, that's not the one. There was like a big cup. The V cup? Which was the cup that I was drinking in? The Starbucks cup?
Oh,
Yeah. Can you make it in my Starbucks cup? And just have like 2 of these and 4 sugar.
for sure.
I need it. I'm sorry.
No, you won't be able to go to sleep.
I will go to sleep. It's brown
Okay.
sugar. It's not white sugar.
Too much energy will give you. You won't be able to sleep.
Okay, 2 sugar, stir it. All right. You want to do that now? Yeah. So then I can start drinking it. And
You hydrate yourself.
so now
Skip the tea.
skip the tea and hydrate. Okay, but if I listen to you, then you're going to try to control me with other things.
No, because it'll prevent headaches and stiff muscles.
So it'll prevent headaches and stiff muscles. But a nice warm cup of tea, that won't hydrate me?
That will not hydrate. But that will hydrate.
Oh my God,
Tomorrow
fine.
morning, I'll make you this.
All right, so we'll go with the water. And what else? What else? What else, people? I used to use this water bottle once upon a time. It says water on it, and it says H2O. Hold on. Let me just crawl because I don't know how to walk right now. That function has been like turned off right now. And I used to drink everything in this bottle. It says water, and then it says it's a noun, and then it shows the real spelling of water back in the day, which is W-O semicolon T-A, water, which kind of hints at that English is really British and that everyone should be speaking British. Get it? It says literally, it says W-O semicolon T-A, water. And then we have the long spelling of water, which is water. Doesn't sound really that special, does it now? Water, 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 water. And then it says of what is water, which is a fluid necessary for the life of most animals and plants. So I used to use this all the time. So I don't know. Let me see if it smells, because that's one of the reason I didn't. Because there's like these like residue brown stuff inside. And literally I've tried to wash it with my hands and nails and I cannot reach down there. Then I left a soap dish in there for 24 hours so it could melt. But the brown residue is like stuck in the corner of this damn bottle. So I don't know why they would design it like this, but like I can't open it from the bottom, you know, to clean the inside. I wish I could have opened it from the bottom. Then I would have been able, maybe I could use a toothbrush. I might have to do that. I might have to get a toothbrush and like clean this. It stinks. I don't know why. It's always stinky. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. For some reason, my inner self is like, keep talking. And like, I don't talk about what? Do you not see the disaster in front of me? Like, what do you want me to talk about? Like, there's my pajamas. How did my pajamas, I was wearing that. So I don't even know when that came off. And it's just been like traumatic. It's been a traumatic day. It's been a traumatic day. And I still don't know where my naproxen is. And I'm kind of feeling like, I don't want to say the C word, but I'm kind of feeling the Tylenol pain. And I don't know where the Tylenol is. So I might have to take 2 Tylenols. I don't know. But last thing I need is that kind of C pain. And I do not need that right now. What else? Like, no, I'm not leaving the camera on. No, 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 no. Look at the counter. Oh my gosh. Look at the counter. The counter was so organized, and now the counter is like, I don't even know what the counter is. You know, I got these mirrors from a free yard sale. Free. Like literally given to me, including the mirror that's in this room. For all those who saw me do a Nicki Minaj dance, that mirror also free from a yard sale that was finished. So that was the last piece and I got to have it. And even this painting that's here, this painting, I don't have like a big wall space to put it on, but it's still here. And so it's kind of just been kind of like in between that hallway room, because I don't know where to put it. Like there, I don't know how. Like if I put a nail on the wall, what if it falls? It's really heavy. So this is the situation, and this is my favorite lunchbox. You can put different things in there. I put my rice in there. I put my achar in there, and I put my Greek yogurt in there. And then this is another takeout container. Whoever designed this, even more brilliant. He had 2. He went for seconds. So I literally filled this. You think it looks small, but it's not, okay? So he had 2 of these, which would be an equivalent of a flat plate of this. Um, and he had yogurt, he had beets. He doesn't like achar because it triggers his sinus. But I mean, if he didn't have a retarded nose, no offense, we all have something retarded. So he has a retarded nose. And I think it's not the achar that's the problem. I think it's his nose. Either he broke it or he was born with a nose like that, but there's like a big cut, as if somebody, you know, when you get into a fight and somebody knifes you, you know what I mean? There's like a slit, as if he had stitches on his nose. So I might have to pet detective that, because where did that come from? You know what I mean? I know my dad broke his nose, but that's because he got jumped. You know, he got jumped for jumping like, I don't know, 10, 15 people. So never ever look at my dad's sister or compliment them because apparently he doesn't like it. You know what I mean? And it's not even that. I think his sister's tattletaled, and where it was like, these guys are always stopping when we go to school or work, and they're trying to like use the pickup lines, and we're trying to tell them we're not 7-Eleven like the other Cobley girls. We're kind of like 9-Eleven, you know, we're closed until we get the ring, you know. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it and talk to my parents first. That's the kind we are. So like they're not really understanding Kareem. So if you can go like beat them up like how you normally beat up the rest of them, that would be nice, because they're not like, we're speaking Farsi, but they're not really understanding. So they might be deaf. So maybe you can try to be diplomatic and deal with it. I'm not sure what kind of hype guys or boys get into when they're young or teenagers, but I'm not sure he got the point when they said diplomatic, you know? So he went and beat up like, I don't know, 14, 15 people by himself. And while doing that, and I don't know, drop kicking all of them and putting them in a coma in the hospital in Afghanistan, as if the law is in his hand, he broke his nose, and his nose is kind of tilted. But I don't think he had to get stitches. I don't even think he went to a doctor to get it fixed. It's an Afghan thing. You break your nose, God will fix it. You know, you don't actually need to visit the doctor. So he's been deprived, I think, in many aspects of his life. So I'm hoping that once I win the Princess Margaret lottery, I really got to show this guy what life is really about. It's really not about tying people on trees and beating them until they shit their pants out. Well, in their case, they were all naked, which is even worse and humiliating. But this is the kind of stuff you get away with when you are an amazing leader. And one way to train your students when they're in the military to wake up at 4 a.m. instead of 5. I mean, you could just tell me or give me a warning. You know what I mean? Like communication. But some people like the discipline. So I don't know. I don't know. I may have not been able to, or should have been, or was not supposed to tell you this, but things come out of my mouth. You know what I mean? Honesty is the best policy. It's not my fault. It's elegance' fault. You know what I mean? Don't blame me. Blame elegance. I am elegant. Elegance, I am elegant. Everyone is elegance. Everyone should be elegant. And like detox any type of negative bad energy, unless it's like good bad energy, but like that's like a math formula you'd have to like sit down and drink water to understand, because you know what I mean, like it's either bad or good or good or bad. Bad can be good. It gets confusing, you know what I mean. But if you have a brain that's like Einstein, or like the what's his name, the Tulsa guy, Tesla, the Tesla guy, the guy that invented electricity. Otherwise, I would be recording in the dark, right? I would be recording in the dark, and none of y'all would be able to see what I'm talking about. So let's take a moment and give a standing ovation to the Tesla guy, the guy who invented electricity. Look at his face expression. Oh my God, you're so traumatizing at exactly 11:50 p.m. Um, so he's funny. Like literally everybody needs to like talk to this person. He is hilarious. He is hilarious, and look at that. And he tries to read my text messages. But don't worry, I have added a PIN number. So he is no longer able to read my text messages. Zoom in to the reaction. Booked. Privacy, please. Thank you. Don't pull a Gary on me, all right? And try to check my bank account, even though it's not joint. and then have a problem situation. Yeah. Takes my phone in the washroom, comes out with the phones from his pocket. Oh, here's your phone. I'm like, you just went to the washroom. Why would you take my phone to? So I had to. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going through that again. It, and then it wasn't even me. Literally out of nowhere, my hand was on settings on WhatsApp and on like, I don't think it's on text messaging. I think it's only on WhatsApp. And all I'm doing is like picking pin numbers. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why are you asking me for a pin number for WhatsApp? And then slowly, like it registered, like, wait a minute. So now there's pin numbers for WhatsApp. So if I don't want people to read my messages from WhatsApp, I can put a pin number. I didn't know that. This is awesome. This could have saved my life in 2011 when my sisters used to go on my phone and read my messages. So this is amazing. So I don't know where I went on WhatsApp, but I went somewhere on WhatsApp or on settings, and then it said, please pick a PIN number now. And then I picked a PIN number, which I can't tell you guys, but it's something sincere. And so now nobody can go into my WhatsApps, not the personal, not the business, unless they enter that 6-digit PIN number. And my phone is Face ID to begin with, so nobody can really go on my phone because it locks immediately. And if you need to go on my phone, you need my face. So I'm obsessed with technology to a point. It creeps me out when I need to talk to a call center agent and everything is like da 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 verbatim automated. So, example, giving the receipt where it says there's a phone number, you don't have to do it online. Just call and talk to us and tell us, please. And so I'll be doing that. I'll have a busy work day tomorrow, filling out these surveys. And I think I was supposed to go to the well-being health office and I was supposed to get the banner, but obviously whatever energy that I needed or whoever I needed to remember, the whole if you remember me, I'll remember you. If you don't remember me, how am I supposed to remember you? Then everybody has struggles and trust problems. So, what is something that we can begin in the day, all of us, where we can remember all of us? You know what I mean? ET situation, extraterrestrial movie reference, family. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, what is it? I mean, usually when I wake up before, your phone is 20%. Oh my gosh. So, the battery of my phone is low. Before this disconnects, I'm just gonna put my wire on my phone and keep going. No, that's not what I was going to do. I was not going to do that. I'm going to exit because my voice is getting tired. And I'm going to take a shower, therapy, self love, self care. And I'm going to bed. And yeah, so my phone needs to charge. I'll be having some gentle, soothing, therapeutic sleep music. I don't know, maybe not sleep music. Something has to be playing in the background, some kind of background noise, otherwise I can't fall asleep. But normally, like when I used to wake up, I began the day with Surah Maryam and I ended the day with Surah Maryam. So I don't know if you guys want to begin the day with Surah Maryam and end the day with Surah Maryam, and then somehow we'll all remember how to help each other without me having to do these type of long ass videos or the creepy stuff I hear from outside. Like everybody could just have a peachy life and we could just be like this amazing neighborhood like Treetop. Maybe somebody can even open a Facebook account because Treetop has one. It's called Mamas of Treetop. It's a weird name. It says Mamas of Treetop. Kind of like isolating. Why can't it just be like Treetop Community? I don't know. Treetop Neighborhood, Treetop Facebook. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The name has been changed to Mamas of Treetop, which is kind of intimidating sometimes for some people who don't like their mom, you know, or don't have a mom. So they're just like, I don't want to join this group. So I don't know. From like a diplomatic, intellectual, like welcoming perspective, I would perceive that not to be welcoming, as if you only have to be a mom to be in that page. And if you're not, you're just like a guest or something. You're not like special. So just because you guys are not a mom people, I'm not a mom. I don't have kids. I want to adopt kids only. Because me 9 inching for any kid is not worth it. Sorry about that. Okay, I really, I don't know. Maybe if I'm like half asleep throughout the whole 9 months, and the release of the alien that comes out of the uterus, maybe if I'm like literally, like gas masked and asleep, maybe. But my preference is to adopt the children who are waiting in some part of the world, hoping that they could have a mom, than the idiot mom that left them but brought them in this world. You know what I mean? How irresponsible. I personally don't care for the reason. I'm sure there's a like sympathetic, have compassion lecture type of answer for this, that a woman would do that. I know it might be anxiety that they carried on the 9 months hoping that she would keep it. But 99% of the time, when you are not up to par, you don't usually keep it. The future is not exactly bright when you don't do things to be successful on a daily basis. Because what you do today, what you like eat today, decides a little bit of your day tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm more towards the Angelina Jolie traumatization. So like adopting would be my thing. First starting with animals and then children. And you know what I mean? Just traumatized. I don't know. Just a bit traumatized. Just a little bit traumatized. And for those who know, they know. I've already talked about abortion a million times. I'm not going to go and say it again and get all like, I'm so over it now. But if you guys keep making me talking about it, I'm going to rage and want to slice people. So the only thing I like slicing or see be sliced is my pizza. So for anybody who has cravings during a rainy day, because I can only eat pizza and enjoy it on a winter or a rainy day. Pizza makes the best party pizzas, especially the cheese and vegetarian. And by that, I mean the classic tomato, green pepper, and truffle mushroom. Don't even get their dipping sauce because it's like $2. It used to be 25 cents. So I don't care like how much prices have risen. Nobody needs to be paying like $1.60 or $2 for dipping sauce. Literally buy salad dressing. They've got the President's Choice organic Caesar salad dressing. They've got the Renee's ranch and Caesar dressing, supreme Caesar dressing, almighty Caesar dressing, and light for your salads. But if you don't like to eat salads, then just go ahead and eat the Caesar one, which I do, with your pizza. And it's so much better than all the dipping sauces from all these pizza shops, except maybe Domino's. Domino's pizza sauce is pretty good, and their pizzas are pretty good. The New York Brooklyn pizza, if they don't burn it or cook it well done, is pretty good. If you want your pizza done right, usually it's good to pick it up, delivery, I notice it gets cold. Two, it's not always exactly what you ask for. You know what I mean? But pizza so far, like yesterday or the other day, I think I ordered it. It was so good. It was perfect. It was just so good. The processed cheese was just on point. Like I didn't even complain about the processed cheese. That's how gooey it was. I've had Johnny's Pizza, and Johnny's Pizzas is really good, but my phone is 18%, and I'd like to go take a shower and go to bed. So, can you give me the wire for this phone, Mr. Scratcher, in front of live TV? It's right beside you. I think it's the black one, right? This is the iPhone 13? Yeah. This is for 16? Oh, no, this is not gonna fit. Give me the one for iPhone 13.
It's too short.
S'il vous plaît, make it long.
Have to plug.
I'm like stuck in this exact position for the past 4 hours. Like, so many things. It's not gonna reach from there. Then I have to turn around and face the dining room table.
Oh, it's too far. Sorry.
Okay, people. Well, I only have a long wire like this for the iPhone 13, and conveniently this wire is not that long. So, what shall we do, planet? Planet changing colors. What shall we do? What? Look at that. It's changing colors. Amazon has some cool stuff. Okay, well, my phone is 17%. We are touching 96 minutes and 44 seconds. It's not my fault that I don't have a wire and everyone wants me to keep talking. Oh my god. Who is everyone? Show yourselves. Show yourselves. Can you do your part at least? Why am I doing all the talking? Can somebody else talk? Can this turn into like a 5-6 page YouTube Skype channel where I can invite people and they can talk too? Can I take a break? My voice. I hate all of you with a passion. They won't let me. Can you make me tea, please? I got my period. Maybe if I drink something hot, it might not be good. It might not be good. Who doesn't drink tea and sugar? Oh my gosh, what else? Well, I found my keychain. So there's my keychain with like so many keychains on it. I still do not have a birthday necklace keychain holder. I have the hockey one. So everything is on the hockey chain, which is probably determining my traumatic life experience because I don't have any hockey friends. The only person that's cute that's a hockey player is Sidney Crosby, and he's already he's got a common law partner. So, I mean, unless I bump into him and stalk him down and get a picture, that would be fantastic. What's that? What are you doing that for?
That is my. You will not find another common law.
Continue. Okay, so are you trying to say you... Oh my god, when you make that face, it's really hard to say anything bad about you. What is that?
Oh, that's my.
Superman? That looks like Superman. That's the Superman pose. Oh my god. Okay, well, I love Superman, but I'm not quite sure if you're Superman.
I love Superman.
Canadian Greek. That's what I call him. Canadian Greek. Oh my god, so shy. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Just put him in the oven and turn it on. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Anyway, so I don't know how you guys want me to post this video if it's at 16%. I won't be able to post it. So all this talking I've done is for no reason. So like I don't really know what the scheme is, what the shenanigan, what the plot, what the is, but the whole point of doing these videos is to post it and get the, for those who have a brain, will get the best out of it and help where they can. And for those who are retarded, and by retarded, I'm not talking about the short, small people. I'm not talking about anyone who's like actually retarded, the actual professional name which people and doctors used to give to people who were born with a defect, but now apparently saying retarded sounds like as if it's like a rude or an attack. God forbid somebody attacks a retarded person. But I don't know. Like I just say retarded as if I were to say as if. That's the vocabulary equivalent that it means to me. But this is why it's important, and I say individual, right? Because each individual is so different. It's, you know, like, is there a crack on my screen? Oh my God. Or is that the light? Oh no, that's the box. That's the box showing on the screen. I dropped my iPhone 16 on the floor today and it doesn't have a screensaver protection thingy. So the last thing I need is my iPhone 16 Pro screen to crack. So that's another situation that happened today. I dropped my phone in the parking lot while I was sitting waiting for, I'm not sure what, like, but I was sitting there since we got home at 5 till like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It seemed like I was there for hours. And it was so windy that when I came inside, I was numb. And then I didn't even have a temperature. I wasn't hot. I wasn't cold. I was like no temperature. And then I took Buckley's, a teaspoon of Buckley's, and I just sat and I was confused. I ate popcorn. Um, this one went on the scooter and got tomatoes and cilantro for the food. And I think I ate popcorn. I ate popcorn and then I started cooking. Made this in half an hour. It was a Rachel Ray situation. So I made a 30-minute meal, and this was a different style with different veggies. So it tasted totally more delicious than the first freestyle rice that I made. So for all of you who are interested, you know, you can slip a 50 under the garage if you want, if you have balls. And by balls, I'm not actually talking about your scrotum in the professional medicine doctor vocabulary language and communication, unless you're perverted and you're laughing at me right now. That's just a reflection of who you are and where you came from and what lack of sex knowledge you have. You can just slip 50s under the garage table, you know, under the garage table, under the garage. Just literally slip 50s, preferably on the other side, closer to the corner wall, and not to the side where the door is. And I'll pick it up tomorrow, and I'll go get the banner, right? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. As much as creepy as that sounds. But otherwise, I have to wait till Friday to get a banner. I don't get paid till end of the month, which is horrible. And I am still trying to find a job, but nobody's letting me work. And I'm on to all of you. And I don't even think I'm supposed to be working. I'm not even sure like about that. If I do work, I've got to do something at home like this. So if I do faint, at least I fall down somewhere here. And if I have like a nervous bladder, well, the washroom is right there. and it's cost effective because I don't have to run around in any way, whether it's energy, uh, you know, depleting wise or, um, you know, like tactic wise. I'm literally in one floor. So there's the kitchen, cook something, or if you don't want to cook, I've got another idea for my business, which I am not ready to share until I actually do it and make one for myself as a gift. And if I like it and I think it looks good, then you guys will like it. If I don't like it and it doesn't look like good quality and something I would want from someone, then you obviously, if I make it, you guys are not gonna like it. Because I have impeccable taste and you guys don't. Majority of you. For those who do, they probably learned from somebody that had impeccable taste. Impeccable, impeccable, impeccable taste, exquisite taste, and like, you know, came from a talented family or people in that craft. I don't know. So we don't just wake up being that person. We learn from talented people who paved the way, who carved the way, who started from the bottom and now they're at the top. Nobody just wakes up and they're like, you know, unless it's been like plotted. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce. You know what I mean? You never know. She could be like a Destiny's Child situation. So, like, I don't know what else to say. My phone is at 13%. I need to charge it and I need to post my video. So, what do you people want? Like, I don't understand. I'm trying to exit the video. Where is the charger? What are you doing? Are you touching the setup of my OCD?
No. I'm just getting rid of the troopers. Obviously.
The what?
It was like a little bit of rice because you popped it.
Oh, okay, okay.
And yeah.
I need some cigarettes right now. My God. And I also don't have a cigarette box till Friday.
I did see like a cigarette here and there.
Yeah, that thank God. I'm the one who's placed them in different areas just in case this happens. But can you get a box of cigarettes tomorrow? What are you doing? I'm doing that tomorrow. Oh, you're off. You're off this whole week. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna exit this video. We will talk later.